Well, I think with Mark, our biggest number one objective was to get his body to the point in terms of strength, mobility, flexibility, where he could perform consistently at the level that he's shown in an inconsistent manner during his first 3 years. He's been with us every day since July 1st. His strength gains in the lower body have been off the chart. His work ethic on a daily basis, off the chart. His attitude, he understood where he was at and where he needed to get to, and he's worked every single day on that. In addition to that, I mentioned it early, how important our human performance group is with that as well, and they've done a tremendous job. The one thing we have to remember about Mark, he's 23 years old. He's got a bright future here in Phoenix. So when it comes to moving in forward, we're gonna be strategic, we're gonna be smart, but he's in a good place right now. And I think in terms of what he's been through, he's shown glimpses of what he can be, and it's our job to put him mentally and physically in a position to do that on a consistent basis. We're excited about the future with Mark for sure.
Shane.
Hey Brian,
Hey.
Shane Gilman Forbes. I'm just curious, what excites you about the diversity and experience that this roster has? You have veterans like Devin, but then you have guys in the middle ground that have something to prove, or maybe they believe that, like Jalen and Mark, but then a crop of rookies. So just kind of what, is that a positive for you guys, and what excites you about that?
Well, I think you have to look at it as a positive. You know what I mean? I think, you call Devin is a veteran and he's not even 29 years old yet. You know what I mean? We are younger. We're longer, more athletic. I think we're have built a roster that can play and compete the way we want to. But it is a good mix. I think Devin's primed for a great year. I talked about his work ethic over the summer, his two-a-days that he puts in. I think he's excited about the new challenges of even taking a greater leadership role. So it starts there. But then, through the trades, through the free agency, through the draft, bringing in players like Dylan Brooks, who brings that edge to him, that toughness, that competitiveness, coming off his best year maybe as a pro, you know what I mean? With that experience. Royce O'Neal, a little more on the veteran side, a glue guy that has helped us win a lot of games. And then obviously, again, Jalen Green at 23 years old, Mark Williams at 23 years old, but they've played in the league. So they're at a point right now where they're ready to take that next step. And you have to put in a certain amount of work, which I think they have, and you got to be put in a position where that work is able to continue and there's a pathway for that development. I think both those guys are in that area. Grayson Allen just looks, he's gonna have a breakout year because he's had as good a summer as anybody. I feel real confident about that, and I remember talking to him at the end of last year, and he talked about, and this is why having someone like Book is so important. He talked about the condition that Devin Booker was in, and the fact he never gets tired on the court. And he one of the greatest strengths is his ability to run and run and run. And Grayson made a commitment, and we were in the hotel in Sacramento. He said, "BG, I'm going to be in that kind of shape," and guess what? He is. So when you put all those together, I think we got a lot of good pieces. Now the job is, from the front office to a coach and to the player, we have to execute. Our job now is the execution of that game plan.
What's up, son? Geek.